Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now,
autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, short throw hauled in by Croft. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Throwing is Allen on third. And able to find John Brown. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing again on second down. Allen under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
To throw, it's Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
22.
To throw on third down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen. Keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
They disrupted already for 3 INTs. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Short throw hauled in by Kroft. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, it's 9-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo gets past one man, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, a run with Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Let's go. Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been that is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second down, Singletary. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Now he'll escape to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are.
Oh.
And put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He finds Taylor, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Oh, come on.
But it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on second down. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Leonard Fournette, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. John Ross, a touchdown catch in the victory. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That one caught by Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front. to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Singletary again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This is Breida. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Rolling to his right. That'll be complete to Breida. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
To throw, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Allen finding his tight end, Croft. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And this game a little tough to figure out. He's got the 4 interceptions as we take a look at the struggles. They're winning, though.
If this were a movie, this script would be rejected by everyone in town because this isn't how it's supposed to be. The guy throwing the ball is supposed to be the hero, not the GOAT. But now he's got to find a way to make plays down the stretch that don't hurt his team anymore because they've taken great care of him throughout this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go. What do you need? Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen, and that's complete to Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen, that's into the hands of the tight end Ellison. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We got this.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb.
Oh, now Breida loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Breida, he'll try the right side. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right.
Kidding me?
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Allen now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run with Darkwa. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing is Allen on third.
Damn.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Oh.
Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Like 20.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.